Are you planning to travel, work, study, or immigrate to Canada, or do you wish to sponsor a relative to move to Canada? Are you having a hard time filling out the immigration forms? Today, I'm here to share 10 essential tips to avoid delays and get on your way to Canada much faster. Let's dive into the tips you need to know for a Canadian immigration application. Number 1. Immigration forms. Regarding the immigration forms, I would like to point out 3 things. A. Please complete all fields. Never leave any question boxes empty. If a question doesn't apply to you, write an A for not applicable. Some forms include a validate button. If your form has this feature, please click this button at the end. This will tell you if you filled out all the sections. If you haven't, it will show you the incomplete sections of the form. B. Family information. If you have a spouse or dependent, ensure you provide all the information for your entire family, even if they are not coming with you to Canada. Omitting to provide information about your family can cause significant delays in your application process. C. Signatures and dates. Do not forget to sign and date your application. Ensure your application is signed and dated correctly. Some forms require more signatures, so double-check each section and sign where you are required to do so. Number 2. Pictures. You may need to submit the pictures with your application. Each type of application has specific photo requirements. Submitting incorrect photos leads to the return of your entire application. Make sure to understand these requirements clearly. Show them to your photographers and verify that your pictures comply before submission. Number 3. Fees. Always include the receipt of your fee payment with your application. This avoids delays in the processing of your application. Number 4. Supporting documents. If any supporting documents are needed, include them with your application. Each application has a unique checklist. The checklist for each application will explain what is expected of you to include with your application in addition to the forms, pictures, and fees. Ensure that you include every required document. When in doubt, it's better to provide more information than less. When applying by mail, always send original documents unless the document checklist says photocopies are acceptable. Do not send substitutes. If you are asked to send your passport, do not send your birth certificate instead. Substitutes or photocopies can lead to the rejection of your application, so please send what you are asked for. For some applications, you will have some specific requirements. Some require proof of language proficiency, so ensure you have taken these tests and obtained the necessary scores. Some applications require a police certificate. A spouse or sponsorship application requires evidence to prove the relationship, so ensure you include in your application all the required documents. Hey, I hope you are enjoying this video so far. If you are looking to immigrate to Canada without dealing with complicated and confusing immigration forms and rules, right below this video you'll find a link to book a call to speak with me or my team so we can tell you how we can make your immigration process less stressful. Now, back to the video. Number 5. Country-specific instructions. An important aspect to remember when applying for Canadian immigration, regardless of the type of application, is that Immigration Canada may have specific document requirements based on the country where the applicant lives. This means that the set of documents you need to submit can vary significantly depending on your country of origin. It's essential to understand these country-specific instructions to ensure your application is complete and compliant. You can check the Canadian immigration website for country-specific instructions for each application type. Keep in mind that failure to comply with these requirements can lead to delays or even rejection of your application. Number 6. Add a letter. If you need to provide extra information to support your application, you may include a letter with your application package. A well-written cover letter can be a game changer. This letter should address any potential issues in your application and provide the reasons why your application should be approved. This letter makes the first impression on immigration, so make it count. You want to ensure this letter provides reasons and arguments as to why your application should be approved. Number 7, checklist. If you mail your application, organize the documents in a manner that will make the Canadian immigration officer's job easier. Each immigration application has a specific checklist. Put the checklist on the top of your application, followed by the other documents. Arrange your documents as listed in the checklist. The officers are humans like us and deal with many cases. Ensure that your application is put together in a way to help them easily find what they are looking for. A neatly organized application stands out and can be processed more efficiently. Number 8, additional requests after you apply. If the immigration officer has additional requests or questions after your initial submission, address this request promptly. Delayed responses can lead to your application being returned unprocessed. Number 9, update your information. Life changes. If something was changed after submitting your application, like marital status, change of your job, inform the immigration officer immediately. This keeps your application up to date and avoids complications. Number 10, prepare for interviews. If your application process involves an interview, prepare for it. Understand the purpose of the interview. Anticipate the types of questions you may be asked, and practice your responses. Being well prepared can make a significant difference in the outcome. And that was it for today. 10 tips for any Canadian immigration application. For complex cases, consulting with a legal expert in Canadian immigration is advisable. Of course, this is something that we are happy to assist with. If interested, please click on the link below to book a call with us. We are looking forward to meeting you. And don't forget, life is good and is getting better. See you in Canada. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, take a moment right now to subscribe right below and turn on the notification button to get notified every time I post a video. Thanks for watching.